Hi guys, and welcome to our first lesson on series and sequences. Now, before you get started, I want you to pop over as far as page 378 in your paper number 1 notes. So that's going to look something like this here, and we're going to get started. Now, this first lesson is going to be quite simple and straightforward, just discussing patterns, as you'll see here. So a very quick lesson. However, just to inform you in this lesson, as I said before, series and sequence is a topic which appears in paper number 1 on your Leaving Cert exam. Generally speaking, we get both the short questions, which is questions number 1 to 6, and we also usually get it blended into a long question, so 7 onwards on our paper, but it's appearing on paper number 1. Now to get started with patterns. Very quick, very easy lesson here. First of all, what is a pattern? You're going to see this in your notes. A pattern is a set of numbers, shapes, or objects that repeat in a predictable manner. Now, we're going to see patterns quite a lot in our questions. So, what's an example of a pattern? A pattern could be as follows. Let's go with, for example, a shape pattern. So you can just watch up and listen. You could have a square, at least my attempt at a square, circle, triangle. Now, let's say that's my pattern. If that's my pattern, each of these are referred to as terms. So my first term, which I'm going to refer to as T1, is a square. My second term, T2, is going to be my circle, and my third term, T3, is going to be my triangle. It's a 3-term pattern. Now, you could be asked to fill in the next term. So let's say your examiner says to you, well, write down term 4, 5, and 6. If this here is a 3-term pattern, well, if I'm asked to write down the next 3 terms of the pattern, term 4 will be my square, term 5 will be my circle, and term number 6 will be my triangle. These terms repeat. Again, notice here I'm referring to each of these as terms. And again, the first term is referred to as T1 or term 1, second T2, T3, T4, and so on. Remember terms and remember this notation. That's the end of our very first lesson. Nice and short and snappy here, guys. In our next lesson, we're going to be looking at predicting the next term, or oftentimes a term that might be the 100th term or 200th term. So I'll see you in the next lesson for that.